Hello there and welcome. Today I want to talk about the Human Genome Project. I remember hearing about this around 2001 or 2003, probably 2003 when the project was mainly completed. Since then I have heard very little about it, but I have often thought that if the wrong people use the knowledge it contains, very insidious things could happen to people. This is because if you have the genetic code of one person, you have the basic genetic code of everyone, since everyone has the same, at a simple level, genetic code. It was a massive operation since more than 3 billion base pairs need to be mapped, and it required cooperation between research teams in the USA, China, Japan and Europe. It also cost a lot. £3 billion was budgeted, but it came in under budget at 2.7 billion. When the world needs to cooperate and find the money for a project, it does. There are benefits to knowing the genetic code of humans, such as disease prevention, better medicines, better criminal justice, with DNA matching, and better understanding of plant and animal DNA, so better disease-resistant plants can be created. Animals' DNA can also be manipulated to create better animals. The problem is, when you mess with the natural order of things, the results can be unexpected and problems arise. For example, the first cloned sheep, Dolly, died sooner than a naturally born sheep would have, and plants that have been genetically manipulated may have shorter lifespans. When the genome was mostly completed, it was put up on the internet, behind no restrictions, so anybody could look at the code. Somebody with enough expertise could create a weapon that would target a specific group of people with certain genetic traits. Apart from the so-called benefits, there are also downsides to the use of this knowledge. They may decide that certain traits are more desirable in humans than others, and create humans with those traits, thereby reducing diversity. Humans are not meant to be all the same. If we were, we would be easier to wipe out by disease and we'd be susceptible to the same side effects from medicines. Another downside is that the rich could create a so-called better human, while the poor wouldn't be able to afford such procedures, and a divide would be created. This is how I think it would go, since they love to create division. Richer nations would be able to access the technology sooner than poorer nations, and the gap between nations will become even larger. So we can see that genetic manipulation can lead to problems, and they won't tell us. They'll just come out with new medicines and techniques, and nobody knows where it came from. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.